I thought I was gonna be able to sleep into today's video when I wake up, but I just have to get this off my chest, and yeah, maybe I'll be able to sleep. So, today's reading is, I feel like the collective I'm being called to speak on is people who are very, very lucky, who have very, very strong clover energy. Okay, clovers are these little flowers or leaves. I don't know if I can call it flowers because it's all green, but they symbolize luck. And I don't know, for the past few days I've been thinking about them a lot. I feel like the person listening to this recently, you may have been hoping for a certain outcome on a situation. You were trying your hand on something and you really felt this energy, okay? But you didn't get the results you were expecting. And I'm being told that the result may be a distraction from the main point. And the point is, you should hold on to that feeling that you had, the feeling of luck, because that is exactly who you are. I feel like people who are listening to this may have been people who previously thought that their hard work will get them the things that they want. People who found their worth in working hard. But it may seem as though that God or the world or the universe has a different plan for you, and that plan does not include hard work, which may be mind-boggling for you, mind-bending, because you're like, I always believe that hard work will get me the things that I want. What do you mean that I should sit and wait? It may be hard to get out of that mindset, because uncomfortable even, because you think that hard work equal rewards. But I feel like you had experiences where you've worked hard for things and you did not get the result that you want, and that is because you were missing the whole point. Does that mean that hard work doesn't matter? No, it does not mean that. And I'm sure that there are people in the world where God is trying to teach them a lesson through hard work, but that's not you, okay? People are different. To do something over and over again and get the same result, and while expecting a different result, is insanity. And I've always found that people who have this belief that hard work, people who find their worth through hard work, it's like they're hamsters on a wheel. It's like they have this rage and anger because their hard work is not getting them anywhere, but they still continue doing the same thing, working hard and then burning themselves out and working through that burnout, which is insane, okay? God is trying to teach you that you should slow down, you should be more present, you should embrace the mundane. That is one of the things your soul has come to learn or unlearn or relearn, okay? You were not meant for hardship, okay? And part of the troubles or the suffering you have in your life, sorry, but it's because you put too much pressure on yourself sometimes, okay? Relax, because you have this strong clover energy, have this strong clover energy. And I'm also getting like you have had, through relearning this belief about yourself and your worth, you have had things that happen to you, things that you wanted, and they come in these mysterious ways, and they literally fall on your lap, and you were surprised. You thought it was a fluke. You thought there was a catch. You were very suspicious of these instances, and your suspicion comes from the fact that you felt like you didn't earn this, and that is where your issue is. You were like, what did I do to deserve this? Like there must be a glitch somewhere. Like, why did I want this and I get it so easily? You know, because you thought that in order to get whatever you got, you have to do certain things, and you're like, wait. Shouldn't I be doing this and this and this in order to get this? Why did it come so easily? And that is where your issue is. you think you should work hard for things. You watch other people that have the same things as you and who have received these things easily, and you want them as well. But for you, you think you should work hard for these things. And I feel like the main thing you should ask yourself is, why should you work hard while other people get the things you want so easily? And I feel like this makes you a very bitter person sometimes, because you gain a sense of superiority from knowing the fact that you're a hard worker and there are people who aren't hard workers. But at the same time, you are bitter and resentful because even though you are a hard worker, you are nowhere near where you want to be. And this is because these things are held back from you because you feel like you don't deserve them unless you run through hoops, okay? Unless you work hard. There is a feeling of unworthiness that you have. So you see, it's never really the surface things, okay? It's not about thinking that you're a lucky person and then just sitting pretty and things fall on your lap. It's something deeper. People who have understood this, people who are able to just live and they seem to have everything, it is because it's not because they're just people who are entitled. No, it is people that have this deep belief that they are worthy of the things that they are receiving. When they receive stuff without working hard, they don't look at the things that they are receiving with suspicion. They're like, wow, I am such a lucky person. They understand it. And whenever they receive something and they fully embrace it without questioning it, the universe gets that signal and they get sent more stuff, more opportunities, more experiences, expansion. But with you, I feel like the universe is still trying to test you and it's still trying to get you to see the truth. So you will get like moments sporadically where you get things, and for now your reaction has been to be a bit suspicious, or thinking that it's a fluke, it's a glitch, dismissing these experiences. But don't be hard on yourself as well. Remember, the deeper reasons why you feel this way, and it could stem from your childhood or it could be a generational thing. So be patient with yourself, but be more observant. Don't just go through situations unaware. Be more observant. Observe your reactions when these things happen, and try to find ways to retrain your mind, to rewire your mind on these beliefs. So I feel like people who resonate with this video have a underlying belief that they are unworthy. Okay, they are unworthy, and that's why they feel like, no, in order for me to get this, I have to do this, then I will feel like I'm worthy. But you felt bent out because of this. Yeah, you felt bent out, rageful, bitter, resentful. So how can you start embracing, receiving? I think what I'm getting is slow down. Okay, when you feel like taking a nap, take a nap. When you feel like you're being called to do other activities than others, don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty when you feel called or feel more attracted to do other activities than others. What I'm getting is people who like to do to-do lists. Yeah, do not be so strict about your to-do list. You don't have to do things in the order that you've written it down. If you feel like doing the fifth thing on your to-do list, do that, and then do the second one. Just stop trying to live life so orderly, okay? You can loosen up a little bit on the systems or routines you use to cope with life. Stop trying to have control, because I feel like these to-do lists that you like to do are a way of you trying to control your life. If making a to-do list makes you feel much calmer, okay, but do not be so strict about doing things in the exact order that you've written it down, okay? So it all starts in small ways, okay? It all starts in small ways. So the main thing is relax and understand that the clover energy you have is an inherent thing. This is something that you didn't do anything to earn it. You were born with it, just like you were born with the organs in your body. You don't have to do anything to get the organs in your body, it was natural. Nature did that thing. God did that thing. So trust that this is something you were born with and relax. Even if at first you start pretending like you're comfortable with relaxing, start off by pretending. Fake it till you believe it. Sometimes you just have to fake a feeling until you feel it, okay? Because what I'm getting is people who are listening to this video are people who are afraid of being delusional or coming off as delusional. Sometimes I feel like you are attracted to spirituality, but at the same time there's another part of you that is very skeptical or very afraid of coming off as delusional. But I feel like this could be another video, because I feel like people who may find my content are people who are spiritual, but they don't really show it to the people around them how spiritual they are. They make it seem like it's very surface. Oh, I'm just, yeah, I believe in that, but they don't really show like, okay, we are deep in this. You only show it to specific people or the type of videos that you watch and stuff like that. But in your everyday life, you act like you don't really care about the spiritual stuff, because I feel like you're very afraid of coming off as delusional, and you are very afraid of becoming delusional. But trust me, like, someone who is clinically delusional is very different from the spiritual stuff, okay? Like, and people who are delusional do not think that they are delusional. So it's like you have fears of seeming like you're crazy or being crazy. And when we say, oh, just relax and believe that you are worthy of receiving good things, there's a part of you that's like, that's delusional thinking. You know what I mean? So those are things that you have to work to unlearn, okay? And just slowing down. I recommend watching or consuming content that is not so heavy. Watch more lighthearted content. Watch more lighthearted movies. Stay away from like horror and thrillers. Just like watch more lighthearted, childlike things. I recommend like watching Ghibli movies, like Kiki's Delivery Service, Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, like those type of movies, like cartoons. Watch silly content. Watch very chill story times. Just stay away from the heavy stuff. Have more moments in your day where you rest. Yeah, have more moments where you rest. Get some sunlight. Get some sunlight, please. And watch more spiritual content. Feed that part of yourself, because I feel like you stay away from spiritual content sometimes because you don't want to go too deep. You don't want to be too far gone. You don't want to be too far gone. So do that. And that is all for this reading. Like and subscribe, and catch you on the next video if it resonates.